the root of the problem, like the root of this virus. The root of separation is the reason for separation, the reason for war, the reason for just injustice and suffering. Where does this come from? Like this virus right now. Is it really that virus? Is it really that virus that is threatening us, that we are all afraid of? Yeah, it's really that fear, which separates us, which controls us, which is really the real virus, is fear, is doubt. That's where, all of the problems in life come from, really. But the truth is also that we need to deal with problems, we need to deal with challenges, we need to deal with insecurities, we need to deal with fears, we need to go through the darkness in order to become enlightened, to become free ourselves, to be ourselves, to free ourselves, to be true. And so I'm faced with a very interesting situation right now. I've gone through a few of those in my life. I'm sure you have as well. But first of all, I got married. Oh my gosh, I got married on 11/11/2020. The 11th of November 2020. Unbelievable. I got married in Turkey. I am in Turkey. I'm still in Turkey. I was going to go back actually yesterday. And yeah, I took one of those mysterious corona tests. And so I was tested positive. And so I'm being in isolation now. I'm in isolation camp. Since Wednesday. Since the 18th. I'm here on the 8th, since the 18th. Exactly 1 week after I got married. I was going to spend, 2 more days with my wife before returning back to Germany. I had to take this corona test, 48 hours before going back to Germany, and boom, positive. I feel fine, I don't have any symptoms, but still, I'm here in isolation. I'm in this room which I'm not allowed to leave. Interesting situation, that's for sure. I'm reminded again that, what can I do? It's I think always an important question, and ask yourself in life, what can you do when the situation is not so good? I'm not happy at all, my wife is not happy, oh my gosh, my mom is worried. But what can you do? It is what it is. Because the main thing, and it always comes down to that, is your attitude. I mean, I love to be outside, oh my gosh, I miss my wife so much. She misses me too, we're so sad about that. The weather is nice, but I'm stuck here in this room, not allowed to leave. That people's rights are so restricted over the fact, the fact that they've been given right, I mean, we don't really know that. Nobody really knows where we believe our doctors, but even they, I mean, where do they get their orders from? And ultimately we don't know. That's the problem, because we've given up our rights a long, long, long time ago. Those who control over us, those who make the decisions, do they really care for our well-being? I have my serious doubts about that. I mean, they should, of course, but they don't. They never really have. And if they have, and there were a few of those, even in politics, there were some good people. What happened many times, those people were silenced, those people were killed, they were removed. Because the agenda of those in power is to just get more power. It's the power over people, the power to control this world, which is really insanity in action. Absolutely. But that's the theme of human history, and it is changing. Somehow the theme is changing. And it only can change with us. And we can change with faith, with love, with patience, and with truth. And that truth lies within ourselves. One thing I just wanted to also share in that video and talk about, how important it is to not just believe what you're told. I mean, it's so easy and so simple, and our politicians also, like with the elections in the United States, also now with Trump and Biden, I'm like, to just think it's really between two people, whoever is the best candidate. I think it's all the same bullshit, right? It doesn't really matter. The problems can never be solved on a political level. It's up to us, the human beings, The virus, that comes from separation. Us versus them, that's where war comes from. It's always been like that. I mean, who are we fighting actually? Who is our enemy? Is there an enemy outside of us? Think about that. We all one. So who do we fight? Who are we afraid of? Where does fear actually come from? We grow up with that, we learn that. These are all the things that we've learned, which I've come to find the important thing is really that life is learning. Life is a school. It is this kind of school where we, through our experiences, we become who we are. Our consciousness develops, and out of our consciousness we create our own reality. We all live in our own reality. But what is real? Well, in German, the reality, Wahrheit, wahr is what's real, wahr. And Wahrnehmung, what we take for truth, is perception. What we perceive is our reality. But it's not just that. There's a whole world beyond what we think. And I hope we can learn to open our eyes to that. Anyway, I just wanted to take some time to share some thoughts with you from Turkey in isolation. It's day 4. Day 4 of isolation. 6 more days. Hope it all works out. But yeah, it's in the hands of the authority. And sometimes you just gotta play the game. What are you gonna do, right? Can't just, if I go out there are cameras on the floor, they just lock me up in no time. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? But within the restrictions of life, or of whatever situation you're in, within those restrictions or the limitations that were given to you, there's a freedom. The freedom to think, the freedom to choose your attitude. That's really making all the difference. And that is the freedom which will give us a lot of power. We need that freedom. I need that freedom, you need that freedom, we all need that freedom. This world needs that freedom. That's how we're going to restore the balance. It's time for that. The time is now. Now is everything. And now is here. Thank you for watching. I send you lots of love from Turkey. Especially you, my dear Handan. I love you so much. My children, my mom in Germany. All the people who know me, all the people who don't know me, I love you all. I still have a lot to learn. I'm actually just really at the beginning of the journey. Now that I'm married. Wow. It's amazing. It's really amazing. I'm so thankful. And I want to just focus on that instead of just being upset over things and upset over the situation or upset over this virus and upset not being able to do what I want to do. Let's be grateful. Instead of focusing on the problem, let's focusing on the solution, which is gratitude, which is love. And that's a power we all have. It's been taken from us, this power. Because we have been in this endless war against what we don't want, against authority, against the government, against the injustice, against the problems of this world. It's time to end all war. And we do that through love. I love you. Thank you for being here with me at this moment. I appreciate you so much. All will be well. Thank you.